What's good, YouTube? This is going to be my non-spoiler review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. First off, this is probably the most fun and possibly emotional of the Guardians movies. They did a great job balancing the moments that had me laughing and the ones that had me on the verge of tears, pretty much. Also, I feel like the way they incorporate Nowhere and the people there were fantastic. I mean, more so than any of the other Guardians movies. I like the idea of this story revolving around Rocket. Really makes for a different type of story for the Guardians, and the whole idea about them not knowing Rocket's past, this was such an emotional story for his character, and really does a good job showing how he's become the way he is and why. Adam Warlock, who people seem to be divided on, in my opinion was good. I thought they did a great job introducing him and setting up how powerful he really is and establishing that. As for his personality, I think for what they were going for and how they explained it all, it made sense to me, and I found it to be enjoyable, even though I know a lot of people disagree with how they are in the comics and everything. But Drax and Mantis are still a fun comedy pairing, like how they were in the holiday special. I feel like, they've expanded on that more so. But what I really liked was what they did with them at the end and how they go about, like, finding their purpose after everything and what they're going to do now. And Nebula was so much fun, as always. I love Karen Gillan's performance. Even a moment in here with her that actually had me laughing out loud during a scene sitting at a table. And just the arc she's been on has been incredible. Groot is Groot. Tons of awesome action scenes with him, though, in this one. And a cool moment at the end where I think some people were confused by it. But then James Gunn later clarified, I think, on Twitter about it and everything. But yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was pretty unique with what they did there. Now to the High Evolutionary. Chukwudi Iwuji, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, killed it in this. He did such an amazing job, in my opinion. I really enjoyed his performance because he was able to make me believe that he really believed in what he was doing. And when an actor can play well enough to where, when their character is finally getting the beat down, it's like an adrenaline rush for me. Like, I'm sitting there enjoying seeing every hit and whatnot. Especially when you see what he does, it's really sad to actually see, and really makes you root even harder for what they do at the end. I also liked the change-up as a villain that doesn't want to conquer the universe more so, but just wants to perfect it, and it's more so an obsession that he has. It's not really it's something that he just can't stand to not do. So I enjoy that kind of switch up. Gamora would probably be my weakest part of the movie if I had to say there was a weak part. I don't really think there are any weak parts of the movie, but as for Gamora, even though I love seeing her and wish she was just part of the Guardians still, I just feel like with what they had to do with her character after Endgame, it really made things difficult for this movie. But I also gotta say, it was kind of cool with what she ends up doing, and certain moments with Quill were nice seeing. I think the action was awesome in this one, and there's just an epic action sequence that was just such a joy to see, and what makes movies like this with groups of characters such as these so fun and entertaining. Soundtrack is always a spot on as well. There's also an ongoing thing with Cosmo and Kraglin that they do involving how we are with dogs, and it's just really cute, honestly. Even with the payoff at the end that it has, oh, I loved it. How they go about Quill's journey during and after this, I felt it was just right and made the most sense. In a way, it feels like a complete arc for Star-Lord himself, but will always be a Guardian at heart. At the end of it, I gotta say, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is my favorite of them. A very fun, next-level Guardians movie, but with a very emotional story that is pretty reminiscent to what goes on in our real world now. As for ranking this on my scale for movies this year, I gotta easily place this as a 1. I was either laughing joyfully or enjoying all the action, or was just invested in the story no matter what scenes we were on. But did you see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? If you did, what are your thoughts? Comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed my review, please hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And if you want to see more of my videos, just subscribe and I will catch you in those. Until then, take it easy.